Doesn't get much better than this. Afternoon baseball from Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Colorado Rockies and the Chicago Cubs. These two square off on the diamond right after this. Michael Davis gets the starting nod for the Cubs in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Well, Matty, we get the opportunity to watch the reigning National League Pitcher of the Month go to work. So obviously I'm pretty excited to see about how he attacks these hitters. He's shown a lot of confidence on the mound right now, and that confidence can sometimes be a pitcher's greatest weapon.
In now for Colorado, DJ LeMahieu, currently 9th in the NL in hitting, entering play. The pitch. And we are underway this afternoon as the first pitch is over for a called strike one. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Row? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal a series right here.
The 1-2. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Yes, it will. It'll be a leadoff single. So that puts the Rockies' leadoff hitter aboard to start the inning.
A nice piece of hitting right there. When you're facing a young blood on the mound, young starting pitcher, you want to get him into the stretch as quick as possible. You want to see how he handles the moment, see if maybe you can run on him. A lot of things going to open up with this next at bat.
In is Gerardo Parra. A bullet to first base. The tag, and he is out. And a chance now to check out the visiting Colorado Rockies. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Yeah, Matty, it's going to be interesting how this offense goes about it. Are they going to go after him early? Are they going to sit back and take, hope he doesn't have his secondary stuff, and drive his pitch count up? You have to find ways. You can't just throw your bats out on the field and think you're going to score runs off a premier guy.
Now at the plate, Charlie Blackmon. And as you can see, he has been slumping offensively. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Favorable call in there for a strike. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike two. Now time to list the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Jerry Hillsdale.
You know, D-Row, I think Jerry Hillsdale is a very good hitter's umpire. Doesn't give much on the edges. He's going to make you put the ball over the plate.
Oh, I love me some Jerry Hillsdale. You have to come over those 7.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Nothing doing for the Rockies. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. No score. John Gray, a right-hander from the Sooner State, gets the starting assignment here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you can tell by this strikeout to walk ratio 2-to-1 that this guy is more a pitch to contact guy than a strikeout walk guy.
At the plate, Joe Morgan. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Cubs, second baseman, Joe Morgan.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. These Rockies guys, they came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, Dero, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road. So this is a big one for this ball club.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
I'll straighten him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
I'll tell you, I'm really looking forward to seeing if the man hitting 8th can stay hot. Yeah, 8th. He really struggled last month. Less than 10 hits over that span. That's definitely not good, and that's something he really needs to improve on in this new month.
The next Cub up, Jeff Bagwell, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Hit hard to the right, but foul.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Hit hard to short. Story picks it up. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Batting 3rd, center fielder, Junior Moore.
Digging in the switch hitter, Junior Moore. He went deep in the contest last night. First delivery to him on the way. Hit hard up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. And look at Giambi fish that one out of the dirt. A nice play. The big fella ends the inning. Nothing in the Cubby first. On to the second now from Wrigley with no score. So next it'll be the number 4 batter for the Rockies, Jason Giambi. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
2-0 now. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Ripken ranging up the middle. Throw on the first will take care of Giambi as the shift serves its purpose that time. 1 away.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Here's Nolan Arenado, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Here comes the first pitch.
Nope.
And that one stayed too low, apparently. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. No score here as we play inning number 2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Backhanded. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Batting 6th, shortstop, Trevor Story.
Striding in for the Rockies, Trevor Story. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one just missed outside. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
2 out, nobody on. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So in now for Chicago, Babe Ruth, and he's the reigning recipient of the National League's Player of the Month award. First offering on its way. And this is lined into left field for their first hit of the ball game.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Into the box, Ken Griffey Jr. He enters play at number 6 in National League batting average. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Oh, 0-1, here it comes. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Junior awaits the 1-1. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Swing and a miss by Griffey, so Junior's a strikeout victim here.
So here's how the Colorado Rockies are positioned defensively. And check out the left side of this infield. You think the pitching staff's not going to want to pitch the righties in to pull and the lefties away to go the other way to the left side? That's because everything's getting caught on the left side of this infield. Should be fun to watch.
Stepping into the box, Mike Piazza. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. From the stretch, runners on the move for second. Ripped toward the gap in right. And the run will score as the Cubs strike first to lead it 1-0.
He didn't fool anybody there because he was waiting on that curveball all the way. Stays back and lets it break right over the heart of the plate. Gives it a ride and drives in a run. Nice piece of hitting right there.
In now, Mike Schmidt. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. Comes in with an average of 265, 8 home runs, and an even 20 RBIs. The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss, strike one. Piazza, the runner at second with one away. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Into the bleachers and gone. So a 2-run shot to left center. Home run number 9 on the year. And the Cubs have taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason. So he waited, stayed back, and absolutely exploded through the zone on that one.
Into the box now, Michael Davis. As he'll take a look at ball one. Three runs already home here. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike. Up high, 2-1 now.
Right there, it's a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
And the pitch on 2-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike two.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
And obviously this guy's a double threat up there. He can run and he can go yard too. You don't want to walk him because he might steal a base on you, but you don't want to groove a fastball either because he can take you out of the yard.
Into right field, that's a base hit.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Row, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. But the runner's back easily. Here comes the first pitch. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball one. Still only one out in the inning. Runner goes for second. Pitch inside. The throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
You might say that steal is on the catcher because the pitcher was so quick to the plate with his delivery, but I think the credit has to go to the base runner. Great jump, and he really showed off his speed there.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. In there, now the throw. He is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely.
You know, I was pretty surprised to see him on the move to third because it didn't seem like he had that much of a lead, but he made it work out. That was really impressive.
Set to deal on 2-2. Fastball is outside. It's full now, 3-2.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Well, some might say a walk there is okay because you've got first base open, but he's been struggling out there. And if you're going to work around hitters, you don't want to work around hitters in the bottom of the lineup.
So first and third with one away. And here comes an important cog in the big red machine, Joe Morgan. First offering on its way. Swing and a little tapper, but it's foul, strike one. Runners are at first and third, one away. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control, 0-2.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute and hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
0-2, here it is. Up around the face.
Amazing he was able to lay off in this situation. Your eyes light up when you get something above the belt, especially with a man on third base.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch pulled toward right center field. Blackman is under it. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
Usually when you score a lot of runs in one inning, like this inning, you're doing a lot of things right. And how about this? A sac fly to drive in another run. They have to be happy with this.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jeff Bagwell. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Well, this is starting to feel like a make or break moment in this game. When you're playing a first place team, you can't expect to fall way behind early in the game and then mount a comeback.
The 1-0 is in off the plate.
This offense is absolutely feasting on these count leverage situations. If he's going to have any chance of feeling good about his effort tonight, this pitcher has got to get back in the strike zone.
Now the 2-0. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with a man in scoring position.
Digging in to try it again, Junior Moore. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. He's set. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. And the changeup is way low that time.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
Now the 2-1. Count even at 2-2. 4 runs here in this half inning. So a full count now. Babe Ruth would be next if they can keep this inning alive. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Shot toward right center. And this is going to wind up as extra bases, as that'll play one for sure and maybe a second. The runner from first crosses the plate. It's a 6-0 ball game.
This one just whistles over the second baseman's head. He had no chance to make a play on that one, and it gets fielded deep in the alley, but not before 2-run score, and the hitter lands on second.
Stepping in now, Babe Ruth, as he'll take a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Moore at second with 2 down. Counts even at 1-1 to Ruth.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Maybe not, as this stays up in the air long enough to be hauled in out there. False alarm, and that ends the inning. All told, 10 men come to the plate here. 6 of them score. We'll go now to the top of the third. The Cubs are on top, 6-0. Back here at Wrigley for the start of the third, as we get a nice look at downtown from high above Lakeshore Drive. Now at the plate, Dante Bichette. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The knuckleball just misses the inside corner. Now a hard liner. Foul. A ball and 2 strikes.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
The 1-2. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up, as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see there, he sits in 4th place in that department in the National League. Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta. He enters play hitting in the 260s for the year. First offering on its way. Looks at a knuckleball that finds the bottom of the strike zone. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. 1 out, nobody on. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Standing in now, John Gray, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. Now the 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
My bet is he's getting the take sign now on 2-0. If he's having a hard time throwing strikes to the pitcher, you might as well let him work himself into trouble.
Now the 2-0 home. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
It's amazing how guys can lose focus sometimes when the weaker hitters come up, especially the pitchers. You got to stay on the attack and minimize pitches and get these guys out in a hurry.
Takes a knee-high fastball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
I think he just subscribed to the swing hard in case you hit it philosophy of hitting. As a pitcher, why not? Better than standing up there like you've never held a bat before.
Popped him up. Bagwell is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Ken Griffey will get his cuts leading off the next half inning. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Cubs 6 and the Rockies nothing. Riding in once again, Ken Griffey Jr.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
0-1 the count. And Griffey swings right through this one, so it's 0-2 now to Junior.
I think getting the leadoff man in every inning is important as a pitcher. When you're coming off an inning that you really labored through, it makes all the difference mentally.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. The 1-2. Here's a fastball that misses. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
In now, Mike Piazza. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike one. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. And there's ball 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. It's in there for strike number 2. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Swung on, and this ball is hammered. Forget about it. And gone into the right field bleachers. So a solo shot off the bat of Mike Piazza. 12 home runs for him now thus far, as this lead swells to 7-0.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot, right? Hits a bomb, hit one yesterday. Usually when he gets hot, he starts to hit them in bunches, and this could be the beginning of a very, very good hot streak.
Into the box, Mike Schmidt.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
Number 21, Michael Davis.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Michael Davis. He reached on a single in his first try. Here's the first pitch to him. Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball one.
We're only in the third inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike one. Cubs pitcher at the plate, trailing with a 1-2 count.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
2 out, nobody on. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. We played 3 full. It's the Cubs 7 and the Rockies nothing. Now batting, DJ LeMahieu as we begin the top of the 4th.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Hit back up the middle. Played on the backhand. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
In is Gerardo Parra. And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right. Griffey waits on it, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, center fielder.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
You know, we saw these guys around the cage during batting practice, and they told us they were going to be aggressive. I think this is getting a little ridiculous. They better watch themselves. If they don't start putting balls in gaps, this guy's going to find himself in the 8th inning cruising.
Count now, a ball and a strike. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Morgan from shallow right. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Chad Bettis answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Stepping up now, Cal Ripken. He reached on a walk in his last time up and later came around to score.
Cal Ripken.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this is up and in, ball one. The 1-0. Ripped down the first base line, but a foul ball, 1-1.
That's a ball.
2 balls and a strike.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Fly ball right down the line in left, and that will end up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. High in the air down the right field line. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out. And there are the final numbers for the Colorado starting pitcher. Not the day he was hoping for when he took the mound. So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Joe Morgan comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch of the at bat on its way. Popped him up. Arenado is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, first baseman, Jeff Bagwell.
Now in the box, Jeff Bagwell. First delivery to him on the way. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Bettis, a native Texan. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Yeah, Matty, there's 3 dates: the time you get called up, and the time you get to arbitration, and one when you finally hit free agency, where you have a chance to truly enjoy this game and get paid for all the hard work. And this is the start of it. The arbitration process allows these guys to finally start making some real dollars in this game.
7 runs, just 6 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. But fortunately, he'll hold on at first with just a single.
Number 4.
Digging in once again, Junior Moore. He drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Here's a strike.
Snuck that high hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
It'll be interesting to see if the pitcher goes back to that. I don't know if the hitter was trying to work the ball the other way, but whatever it was, it just did not look good.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a wasted pitch there, 1-2.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
Ball 2.
2-2.
The 2-2. And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate. The 2-2 one more time. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. And that ends the inning. Cubs strand one, but they're still in control, 7-0. Ready for another chance? Jason Giambi. He'll start off the fifth in this one.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Called strike over the outside corner. Hot shot down the line, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike two. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
You know, there aren't many guys that can just spit on an 0-2 pitch like that. Maybe it fooled him. We won't ever know, but it worked out.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. A look at our line score here through the first four, and as we've mentioned, just one hit for these guys this afternoon. Digging in for his second at-bat, Nolan Arenado. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball that just misses inside. Seared down the first baseline, and he'll step on first himself for the out. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. And that brings in the power hitting shortstop Trevor Story. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full. Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. So put another 0 on the board as they've been held scoreless through 5. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Cubs lead this one 7-0. Striding in once again, Babe Ruth. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Babe Ruth.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike.
You know, the old adage is you never throw a lefty down and in because their ability to turn and burn, and this pitcher's taking that to heart. He is throwing everything away right here.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he misses there. 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Now the payoff pitch home. Line to the right side. Bichette is there, and he has it for the out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Into the box now, Ken Griffey Jr. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And it's a ball and a strike to Ken Griffey Jr. 1 out, nobody on. Swing hard liner to left center. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 games so far.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those two at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Now a throw over, and he'll dive back in safely. Another look to first, and a dive, but he's back in. Standing in now, Mike Piazza, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
Yeah, that last at bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball on. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
The 1-0 delivery. Fouled off wide at first, but boy, that had some zip on it. It's 1-2.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
Back up the middle. LeMahieu. On to Giambi, a double play, and that ends the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but that gets erased. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Cubbies are in front 7-0. In now for Colorado, Dante Bichette to start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that quite frankly has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
That's a ball.
Inside with the first pitch splitter, and it's 1-0. The 1-0. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. 1-1. Hit out towards second. Morgan scoops it up. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
Now batting, catcher, Frank Iannetta.
Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Down the third baseline. But a foul ball here. 0-1. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And that misses. 1-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And he misses. 2-1. Now the 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball that far outside the zone tells me this hitter's not seeing it well at all.
Outside and a full count. 3-2.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Another full count pitch home. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
This is only their second base runner of the game after that earlier hit. Tough to score when you don't have anyone on base, so we'll see if they can get something going here.
Into the box now is the Colorado pitcher, Chad Bettis. He's getting his first plate appearance of the game here in the sixth. He's set, and the pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. But this is foul for the first strike. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
Now a bunt attempt here. Flip to the second baseman covering now for the out.
Now batting, second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go DJ LeMahieu, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch on its way. Changeup in for a strike. Iannetta stands at second with 2 gone. Knuckleball upstairs. Dangerous pitch taken for a strike.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Count remains at 0-2. One and 2 to DJ LeMahieu. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Into right field. That's a base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs. where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Row, he's been locked in from day one of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
No hits to this point. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. But that is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
Here's the 0-2. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. 2 left for Colorado. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Digging in to try it again, Mike Schmidt. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Pitch on the way. Grounded foul off to the left near Brian Butterfield in the third base coaching box. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a slider.
2 straight.
And a neck-high fastball that time. Still even at 2-2.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
Popped him up. LeMahieu is calling for it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting, pitcher, Michael Davis.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Michael Davis, a hit in 2 tries so far. First offering on its way. Check swing as he pops this one onto the right side. And Giambi will take this one in for route number 2.
The batter, number 8, shortstop, Cal Ripken Jr.
Ready once again, Cal Ripken, 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. First delivery to him on the way. There's a fastball that just misses, ball 1. Hit well on the ground to first. Oh, he makes the stop. He is out. Another look at the fine play at first that concludes matters here in the inning. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we've got it for you on the show. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front. And before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Ready for another shot now. Charlie Blackmon 0 for 2 for him to this point.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. Now he bounces a knuckleball up to the plate for a ball. 2-1. Into the corner and slicing foul. Trying to send him packing for the second time. On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the second time today.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
Stepping in now, Jason Giambi. And with one away, he won't catch up with the fastball, and it's 0-1. One out, nobody on. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. He checks his swing. Did he go around? No, says third base umpire Rusty Valentine. Ball one. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Certainly not showing any signs of intimidation with these middle of the order guys. That's back-to-back Ks, and the 3 and 4 guys are harmlessly back in the dugout.
Here's Nolan Arenado. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here comes the first pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard, but pulled it foul.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Two balls, 2 strikes to Nolan Arenado. The 2-2 one more time. Is swung on and missed. He got him. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Chris Russin comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Joe Morgan. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Joe Morgan.
First pitch on its way. And that one just missed outside. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Now the 3-0 offering. And that misses. Ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Digging in and looking for more, Jeff Bagwell. Last time through was a base hit. Here's the first pitch to him.
Nope.
And he takes ball one.
Counts 1-0.
A lot of times you'll see the take sign after 5 straight balls to start the inning, but with the middle of the order up at the plate here, I wouldn't be surprised if he's turned loose. Just has to be the right pitch to hack at.
The 1-0 home is offered at and missed for the first strike. Morgan gets his lead at first, nobody out. Hit high in the air down the right field line. Bichette is there. He's got it one away.
Center fielder number 4, Junior Moore.
Digging in once again, Junior Moore. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. From the belt, the pitch. Ball one.
This is a tough spot here to turn 2 off this guy at the plate. One of the things you really have to make sure defensively to make sure you get at least 1 out. Don't try to turn that double play. If you get the sure out at second, take that. And if you get it at first, well, that's just an added bonus. But make sure you at least get 1 out in a spot like this.
Now a snap move over to first. Runner's back. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Missed with a breaking ball.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitcher.
Three and 0 now. And he'll just lay this one in there. 3-1. Now we'll step off and fire to the bag. And he's back in standing. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with only 1 away.
The left fielder number 3,
The next hub up, Babe Ruth. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch. No balls and 1 strike.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. It cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Now the 0-2 pitch. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
And this is off the glove of Iannetta. It gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, he's just lost complete control of the baseball in this inning. 2 walks and now a wild pitch. You know he's talking to himself in his head, and I can't imagine he's saying any real nice things either. Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Runners are at second and third with 1 down. Swung on and hit in the air to left. Hara moves over. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly.
Got his job done there and made it look pretty simple. Got it into the outfield to bring home the first run of the game and pick up the RBI.
So coming to the plate, Ken Griffey Jr. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. A bouncer up the middle. Story scoops it up. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Here's a strike. A sinker over the outside corner for strike 2. Hit hard down the line. And that is a fair ball as this one's heading for the left field corner. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. Make it 9-0.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I'd say those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
In now, Mike Schmidt. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. One 1-0 pitch on the way. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Griffey Jr. over at second. Piazza on at first with 2 down. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
Here it is, the 3-0. It is taken, strike 1.
You got to throw that one out the window if you're an offensive player right there. You know this guy is predominantly a sinker ball pitcher. High fastball, he's got to show me that a few more times for me to honor it.
2 down, runners at first and second. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2.
He came out of his shoes on that one, boys. I know he swung and missed it. We felt the breeze from up here, but if he gets that pitch again and catches it a grain low, we got action.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. Another good inning for the Cubs here, and you don't need me to tell you that these folks don't need much of a reason to have a good time. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. striding in for the Rockies, Trevor Story. He leads off their half of the eighth, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a knuckleball over the inside corner. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Way out in front.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch-outs and working on number 5.
Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. Slapped hard the opposite way on his junior, but this is a base hit. So after the leadoff base hit, they'll have his wheels to contend with here.
Hey, after starting the game 0 for 2 with 2 punch-outs, that single had to feel good right there. Nice piece of hit.
Into the box now, Dante Bichette. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First offering on its way. A high fastball is in there. Nobody out, runner on first. And it's a ball and a strike to Bichette. To 1-2 now. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. And the fastball misses high and away there. It's full 3-2. And this is taken here for ball 4. Just the 2nd walk he's allowed into his 8th inning of work.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at 1st and 2nd and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta. It was a walk in his last trip. From the stretch. Fouled away. First and 2nd here with nobody out. Nope. 1-1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike.
Boy, this hole he's digging on the mound is all his doing. If you can't throw strikes, you're not going to be out there very long. Two balls and a strike. Here it is.
Just a bit low, ball 3.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
Swung on and hammered. No doubt about this one. Watch it fly. And bye-bye. That one's gone into the bleachers. So a 3-run shot to right center field. 4th home run for him on the season. And they're now on the board, though still well behind.
Boy, talk about how an inning can get away from you, right? 3-run homer already in this inning. They've yet to give up an out, and this could turn out to be one of those really ugly innings.
David Dahl will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 26, David Dahl.
And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate. 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
Talk about challenging a guy. He offered up 2 in a row right down the chute, and the batter didn't even flinch. Gotta wonder what he was looking for.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Pitch rides in on him here as this is popped weakly toward the left side of the infield. Schmidt is under it, and he's got it for the first out.
Second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. To short. To his right, Ripken. And there are 2 away now.
The left fielder, number 6, Gerardo Parra.
At the plate, Gerardo Parra. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. First pitch coming. Here it is. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Big swing and a miss at the changeup. A ball and a strike. That's lifted the other way out to left. Moving under it, Ruth. And the inning is over. But the Rockies strike for 3, all coming on this 3-run home run. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. It's the Cubs 9 and the Rockies 3. Mike Dunn enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Mike Dunn.
Enos Slaughter is going to grab a bat here as he looks to try to set the table in the bottom of the 8th as they look for some insurance. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. The 1-0. Runs a bit inside for a ball.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Outside, 3-0 now. Cal Ripken will be next. He's set, and the 3-0 offering. And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
Into the box now, Cal Ripken. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Action now in that Colorado pen as a southpaw has stood up to throw out there. The 1-1. High in the air out towards shallow right. Bichette will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ballgame. So in now for Chicago, Joe Morgan, 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. He's set. Here it comes. And this is off the glove of Iannetta. It gets away. And forget about the double play now, as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, when you throw a breaking ball in the dirt, that's the danger. You have to trust your catcher, but this one skips away, and the open base takes the double opportunity away with it. Might prove to be costly.
The 1-0. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, bang.
Well, as a leadoff man, the team looks for you to get on base any way you can. This isn't the preferred route, at least for him, but hey, they'll take it.
Now at the plate, Jeff Bagwell. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. First offering on its way. And that misses for ball 1. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Bagwell. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this.
That was aggressive pitching in that at bat, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the 5th and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
Standing in now, Junior Moore, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. Slaughter on second. Morgan at first, 2 out in the inning. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. the 2-1 home. And he jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. Blackmon going back. That's out of here as it trims the bushes. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. Number 10 for him on the year as they push this lead up to 9 now.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got. A really bad result.
The batter, left fielder.
Into the box, Babe Ruth, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate.
And the catcher grabs it to retire the side. The inning is over. So 3 runs in the inning on just 1 hit, but it was a big one, the home run. 9th inning coming up. It's the Cubs 12 and the Rockies 3. Billy Wagner comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Billy Wagner.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
He's set and the pitch. Line to the right side. And that is through into right field for a single. So it's a leadoff single that kicks off their half of the 9th.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
Stepping in now, Jason Giambi. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Set to deliver the 0-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. A runner at first with no outs here. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. Wagner, a 5'10" left-hander. This is his first year at the big league level.
Yeah, you said it, Matty. Nothing else has to be said. In order to stay in this game 16 years, you have to be a great talent, a great teammate, and have the ability to adjust and evolve as a player. So hats off to him.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Jason Giambi. Now a chopper to first, might only get one. Scooped up on the backhand. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
That's good athleticism here by the pitcher getting off the mound. He gets the ball to first and then hustles his way over to the bag to help him wrap up the tough 3-6-1 double play.
Here's Nolan Arenado. As the First pitch misses to him. It's ball one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
Ball
3-0 now.
3-0.
A strike, and it's 3-1.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
The 3-1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Now what's left of this crowd this afternoon gets to their feet. A bouncer to the left side. Schmidt's got it. Throw on to first will be in time to get him, and the Cubs have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
This was just a nice win for these guys. They did most of their damage in that big second inning and did what they had to the rest of the way to secure this win.
12-3 is the way this one ends. The Chicago Cubs took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Michael Davis earns his 6th winning decision in this one as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. John Gray allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Plezak and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours, 16 minutes. Our daily attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 45,936. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball. And remind you to please drive home safely.
Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting off in the National League East, the Nationals totaled 11 hits as they sank the visiting Buccos 8-6. The Metropolitans held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they took down the at home 4-3. The Minnesota Twins allowed only 5 hits in the game as they beat the White Sox on the south side 6-2.